Here we have the Smarty Blocks, designed for children between the ages of 2 to 5. This toy is gender neutral and designed for North American cultures. This toy is available in English, Spanish, French, and Braille. The children will start by building the blocks from largest to smallest. Here we have the language development side of the blocks. Here we have the emotion development side of the blocks. Here is the cognitive side of the blocks. And here is the socio-cultural side of the blocks. There is also a sensory side to each of the block. Smarty Blocks also come with a guided structure playbook with instructions on how to build the toy during different developmental stages.
Here you can see the emotional side of the blocks being displayed. For the rules and expectations, kids are supposed to stack up the blocks in an emotional hierarchy, going from the largest block to the smallest block. They're expected to stack the blocks in the following order, from sadness being the first block, then anger. Then they would stack the block that asks the question, what makes you angry and sad? And then they would stack the block with disgust, then stack the block surprise. Then they would stack the block that asks, when are you disgusted or surprised? Then they would stack the happy block. And then right after they would stack the block that says, what makes you happy? The emotional benefits of the toy. The toy is meant to enhance children's emotional awareness. This can be done through the emojis and their facial expressions, the colors of the emoji and the backgrounds, and the messages they display. Through the emoji, children visualize the facial expressions associated with emotions. For happiness, a smile. With surprise, an open mouth and big eyes. For disgust, with a raising of an upper lip. A sadness with a frown. And anger with crunched eyebrows. Children also have the opportunity to learn about emotions and their association with color. This is done by coloring the emotional emoji blocks with colors that match. This would be yellow with a happy block, the surprise block with being a bluish white, disgust with green, sadness with blue, and anger with red. The third way children can become emotionally aware is through the questions that are asked on the variant blocks. The questions will allow children to introspect and see if they can understand emotions and make personal connections with them, making a stronger learning experience.
Cognitive benefits of the toy focus on skills related to problem solving, categorization, memory, sequencing, and cause and effect relationships. The stacking of the blocks initiates the sequencing of events. From the linguistic side, it could be the alphabet or the animals. This age group has less focused attention to establish memory retention as compared to their older counterparts, but categorization of objects into familiar groups can help with this. The distinguishing between similar and or different objects helps with memory retention. The use of textures on the animals diverts attention of the child to focus solely on the animal, helping memory formation and association between the textures and the animals. The basic premise of the trial and error effects is established in this age. However, explicit knowledge of the relationship is not. This in turn can be seen with decision-making and planning behavior are fully developed in this age. The gears of the toy helps give the child problem-solving skills, as well as working on trial and error. It also helps plan the correct sequencing of events so that the gears can turn efficiently. The different size gears also works on spatial orientation and manipulation of objects.
Smarty Blocks enhance both gross motor skills and fine motor skills. The blocks themselves are large enough to be played with when children don't have advanced fine motor skills. Then as they age, they are able to utilize other aspects of the toy, like the side featuring the gears. Since Smarty Blocks come with a detailed play manual, there are play activities that outline ways to play with the blocks that will enhance motor development at every age. The toy is designed for children between 2 to 5 years of age. However, Smarty Blocks can be utilized during infancy as well. At 1 to 3 months of age, you can encourage development of small muscles by rubbing the different textured sides of the blocks against your infant's hands. From 15 to 18 months of age, you can show the child how to build a tower with a few of the blocks and encourage them to try themselves. This will also enhance fine motor skills. As children get older, the play manual suggests different ways to stack the blocks to facilitate gross motor skills. Play manuals suggest different ways to stack the blocks to facilitate gross motor skills. At 2 years of age, it challenges the child to stack the blocks while balancing on one foot. They can also expand gross motor skills by standing on their tippy toes the whole time and continuing to stack the blocks. At 4 to 5 years of age, it encourages the children to stack the blocks while hopping from one foot to the other. Smarty Blocks are unique since they can be played with individually or with other kids. Kids between 2 to 3 years of age can develop control of large muscles by passing the blocks back and forth before stacking them. Our blocks are great for this since they feature rounded corners and are lightweight. Through trial and error, kids learn what order the blocks have to be stacked in and how to balance them properly. Smarty Blocks also enhances hand-eye coordination and spatial awareness.
Here we have the language development side of the blocks. Children will stack the blocks based on the alphabet and animals. By stacking the blocks in the correct order, children will learn the order of the alphabet, helping their alphabet knowledge. Alphabet knowledge is going to help the child's literacy development. Each block has an animal that goes with a letter from the block, which helps them learn the animal vocabulary. The names of the animals help to establish phonological awareness by learning how the letters sound. Exposure to the alphabet helps them better understand symbols, preparing them for reading and writing. Parents are encouraged to give their kids directions and ask questions that elicit a response, such as, what letter of the alphabet comes next?
A.
Good job!
Thank you.
Sharing the toy and building with others will also be beneficial for the child's language development.
Smarty Blocks understands the importance of engaging children's various senses to help them learn and build curiosity. That's why Smarty Blocks utilizes more than one of their senses. It utilizes sound, touch, and their vision. They're brightly colored and textured to capture their attention, even your toddler at home. Not only do the blocks make animal sounds when shaken, but the animals are also textured like in real life. This is to help children associate the correct names, sounds, and physical characteristics of the animals to help them learn.
This time period is a critical period for your child's development, particularly with social development. Therefore, this gender-neutral toy aims to steer your child in being an outstanding citizen. We strongly encourage that the parents play with them. This gives them a chance to spend quality time with their child while enhancing their social skills, among others. We also encourage that the toy be shared and played with their peers. This toy can be shared not only to kids, but even more. This sharing will teach them to adapt functionally to different social situations, which is an important skill set to have in life. It will also promote positive social interactions, with teaching them the ability to manage their relationships more effectively. This toy also features professional workers and activities. It also features a picture of a father holding a child while doing chores and the mother rushing to get to work, as well as a man cooking and a woman wearing workplace attire and holding a briefcase. We purposely use professions that are typically either male-dominated or female-dominated to promote the idea that they can be whatever they want to be and their gender will not stop them. The presence of a man doing a stereotypical female activity and a woman doing a stereotypical male activity helps to encourage them to break stereotypes. This toy also aims to foster an appreciation for diversity, as it is a reality for many children's experiences today.
Have peace of mind knowing that Smarty Blocks are rubber, so they won't hurt your child if they fall or if there's sibling conflict. They are also lightweight and feature rounded corners. The Canada Consumer Product Safety Act regulates consumer products such as toys and ensures that products are compliant with current standards and bans. Section 7 of the Act protects young children from choking hazards. It applies to toys likely to be used by children under 3 years of age. The smallest Smarty Block is 6 inches in length, width, and height. It is compliant with the standards and not a choking hazard. Any additional parts on the Smarty Blocks that are deemed small parts will be securely fashioned to the blocks. Section 23 regulates surface coatings like paint, varnish, and stickers on toys. None of these coatings can contain toxic substances. All aspects of the blocks will be made out of non-toxic materials. Smarty blocks were developed to be completely in line with these regulations to ensure 100% safety.